geez. Check.
Hello.
Check. Go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
Turn them up a little bit.
Hello.
Don't get too loud, okay?
I never get too loud. Unless I'm yelling at people cutting me off.
Or your children.
I wasn't going to say it, but
But now they can listen
now they can,
on the podcast.
they can hear us. You were asking where podcast came from?
Yeah,
I
the
texted
term
you.
podcast.
Yeah, it's
Did you
from
respond?
it's from iPod. Remember the iPod?
So it's an iPod broadcast?
Yeah, it used to be like iPods were the only like three MP3 like listening devices back in the day. A fun fact, when I worked in Burbank, in LA,
In Silicon Valley.
yes, back when the radio was the only way to like listen to
Back
music.
before
yeah.
Silicon in the Valley existed.
And I was listening to a radio station in LA, and they're like, caller number whatever, win an iPod. iPod
wow.
1. iPod 1.
Did you win it?
Yeah.
You actually won it?
Yeah, I fucking won it.
Holy shit.
Because nobody knew what the fuck it was. Nobody called, right? I'm probably the only one that called. I'm like, I'll give it a shot.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
People definitely knew what it was.
Not when it first came out, dude.
Really?
Yeah. So I went down to the radio station after I won it and like brought it back to the office, and everybody's like, what the fuck is that? Because everybody knew what the iPhone.
I can put 15 songs on this thing.
The iPhone had just
can do
come
that
out,
on a
right?
CD as
and
well.
they were like, you know, but then they come out with the iPod. Thing was a brick, like as big as the old iPhones were like
Yeah.
mega, like
Thick,
they're
yeah,
thick
really
with
thick.
2 C's at the end, right? Like
You put that in your pocket and people start asking you questions.
they're like, what are you building a house right now? Like, what do you like? Why are you walking around with this building supply in your pocket? So, yeah, but the iPod was just like that, and it didn't have a touchscreen. It had a rotating dial.
I remember the wheels.
Yeah,
And the middle click.
Yep, and the black, or it was black and white. It was like green and gray.
Yep.
Screen. So, anyways, I get this thing. I bring it back to the office. Everybody's like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I literally put it in my desk drawer and let it sit there for like 3 months. Like I didn't touch it. I won this thing, no idea what it is. Then one day I'm like, oh, I'm gonna check out what this is, right? So I like take it out of the drawer, unpackage it, whatever. Have to plug it in the computer. Oh, download iTunes, which
Oh my God, yeah.
which like the only way you could get any music on this thing was through iTunes. So I had iTunes, but all the music I had on iTunes was all ripped off from fucking LimeWire, right? I don't know if you remember LimeWire.
We are past the statute of limitations, so I think you're good.
Yeah, but it was all
This is
rip off
over a
music.
decade
Yeah, it
ago,
was all
yeah.
rip off music. Yeah, it was like this is like 2000, like probably 2003 that this is
Jeez.
going on. So I was like, so I upload like 50 songs, right? Like it held more than that, but I only have 50 songs in my because like
50 songs,
Yeah.
150 songs in your pocket.
because
Yeah.
and in these days the only way to listen to music in your car there was like you could plug in your like CD player, like your Walkman CD player
Yeah.
through like an audio video jack type of thing into your headset on your car.
There was no digital audio display.
There
Everything
was
was like CDs
still
were
analog.
just
Yeah. CDs have been
CDs
around
were like
for
pretty I would say
like,
popular.
The CDs came around in like 95, 96, right? And so
Yep.
from then on they were like the only medium.
Yep.
And so like cars had CD players in them.
Damn.
But anyways, so I had this iPod, but I had no way of like other than earbuds. Like, what do you do with
How
it?
else do you listen to it?
Yeah. And so, anyways, I won this iPod, and that's where the podcast term comes from, is because they started like I don't remember when the first podcasts were made, but like
Yeah.
I just Googled it real quick. I knew it had something to do with the iPod, and I was right. And it was like it was just a way for people just to like it was mostly news and shit, and like just people like whatever. So, anyways, there you go.
I remember, I don't think I had the first one. I definitely didn't have like the first few generations because they were pretty expensive, like even back then. A lot less like expensive today.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
big time.
the whole financing it when you like get your phone plan or whatever, all that shit came out in like the 2000 like 10s.
I have a hardcore question too, by the way.
Okay.
What the fuck happened? You used to be eligible for an upgrade every 2 years.
Yeah, sure.
Which means you got a free phone every 2 years.
Yeah.
Now you're still eligible for an upgrade,
But you're still paying.
but you pay for the phone.
yeah, and you don't just pay for the phone. You pay for the phone. Like
No, like for real, you pay for
Yeah.
the phone. Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Like, so I don't know. Like, I think just because phones are so fucking expensive now, the only way you're getting a free phone is if you're switching services, right?
Okay.
And even then, I'm sure it's like written into your contract that like
Yeah.
you're with them, like you're getting a tattoo, they put a ring on your finger,
You fucking
and,
leave. Yeah.
and they got a burial plot picked up for you because this is you and them are in bed.
Yeah,
forever.
I'm not gonna lie. I've had AT&T for probably over a decade.
So I had AT&T for a long time.
Yep.
And then we switched to Verizon when we switched from using iPhones.
Was that like getting a divorce?
It wasn't. It was actually very liberating.
Okay.
Because like we went
So
from,
much like a divorce.
Yeah,
yes.
I guess pretty shitty divorce. So like we had iPhones, me and Lisa, for like, the longest time. I had the very first iPhone all the way up until like fucking iPhone 8 or some shit.
Yep.
And then like I dropped my phone. I was in the Army at the time, and I was going to check on some soldiers being unruly. Middle of the night, I went to put my phone in my pocket. No case, by the way, because and I missed the pocket.
Okay.
And it tumbled down like 3 flights of stairs, end over
Okay.
end, all the way to the bottom. And I watched it like in slow motion, like
Yep.
it was a horror movie. Clack, 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 all the way down. I get to the bottom, I'm like, holy shit, it didn't break. I was like fucking surprised because I had phones break before. If I just sat on it wrong or something, it fucking shattered.
The 6 was notorious for bending.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it didn't break. And I'm like, holy shit, it didn't break. So I go back to my desk where I'm supposed to be working, and I'd show the kid that's with me. I'm like, look, I just dropped this down fucking 3 flights of stairs. It didn't break. And I pushed the button to like turn it on.
Yeah.
And like literally as it turned on, the screen just went just fucking spiderwebbed. Like just from me pushing the button, like that was it. Like it was at its fucking last straw.
Damn.
And I fucking sent it over the
You
edge.
got some strong ass thumbs.
I fucking looked at it and pushed the button, and the fucking suicide right here.
Yeah.
And so I had to go get a new phone, and they were the same scenario you were just talking about. Oh, it's going to cost you fucking blah, blah, blah. By the time you get done, it's like $700 out the door just to, get a replacement phone.
Yep.
They didn't have insurance at this time, none of that shit. And so we just like, fuck it. We're going to switch. And if we switch, we get free phones. So we switched, and we went to Samsung at that point and haven't looked back. So, and we've been using, for the kids, everybody in the family has Samsungs. My daughter is a huge, like, Apple nerd when it
But
comes.
she doesn't have a Samsung?
No, she does.
Okay.
Well, she doesn't have a phone yet, but she has like a Samsung
Gotcha.
tablet and other
Okay.
shit. But she wanted AirPods, right? The white AirPods.
Yeah,
And it's just a status thing. That's all it is. There's nothing to do with technology, nothing to do with anything.
As somebody who's in the Apple ecosystem,
Yeah.
they're very convenient to use.
I get it. No, I totally understand.
Like you just pull them out, you put them in your ears,
Yeah, and that's how earphones work. Yeah,
no, but
congratulations.
they immediately activate.
Okay,
Like there's
that's
every now and again
you'll
get like a little bit of an error or whatever,
Yeah, sure.
but like, and then you put them in the case and they charge, and the case
Sure.
is good for like 2 or 3 days,
Yeah.
so you like hardly have to think about it.
So
and
I
then-
have some Samsung. They call them earbuds or whatever the fuck they
Yeah.
are. I've had them for like 4 years. I use them.
Samsung crap hole.
They
yeah.
work the same as what you just
No, I don't
described.
think
They've
so.
been working the same ever
I'm pretty
since
sure they
from
don't.
4 years ago. They still
No.
work the same.
No.
Anyways, carrying on. She wants the Apple the AirPod, right? But
Yep.
everything we have is Samsung, so it's not compatible, obviously. So, but Samsung makes, or like other vendors make,
Yeah.
like white ones, right? So we get her some, and she's like, "Oh, these are fucking knockoffs." And I'm like, "They're fucking earbuds. You put them in your ear, they play the music or the fucking shitty ass YouTube you're watching. Get over yourself." But this is where I want to talk about something else, right? So we
Okay.
went to the mall, and talking about my daughter.
Oh yes, the
Yes.
mall.
So we went to the mall, and it's my daughter and her 2 friends. When we were, and they slept over the night before. That's a whole nother fucking problem in
Okay.
its own. Sleepovers to me are fucking racket.
Okay.
You send your kid to this other kid's house,
and
you're expected to feed them and fucking entertain them and do all this shit, and then sometimes you even have to fucking return to sender. Like you have to take the kid back. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I fed him, I entertained him. Like come pick your kid up. I shouldn't be like having. This is not a full service fucking thing we're doing here.
Yeah.
So anytime she's like, I want to have a sleepover, my eyes roll so hard in the back of my head. And Lisa, she's just like, like my daughter plays mom and pop all the time. She won't even ask me first. She asks Lisa first.
And then Lisa says yes, and then you have
no,
to do it.
no. She says, go talk to your dad.
Oh.
So she makes I'm the bad guy, right? And
And then you say,
I say
go
fuck
talk
no.
to your mom.
I say not only no, but
okay.
fuck no. But then you should go talk to your mom because I don't want to be the one that's saying no.
And then Lisa in return says, "Hey, go talk
to your dad.
Didn't you talk to your dad about
round
it?"
and round. It's bureaucracy at its finest.
Yes. Parental
bureaucracy.
Yes.
If the committee has blessed off on
Do
it,
you have the form?
Yeah. 87.9 dash
No.
dash B.
Hey, which stamp did you get? Did you get the red one or the green one?
Yeah.
Because you need the red one, and that looks like the green one to me.
So she
and it's outdated.
She has friends over. Instantly, I'm like, we had dinner plans to like make a dinner. I'm like, we're ordering pizza. I'm not dealing with these kids picking through whatever we make. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
So we order the pizza. They disappear downstairs for the rest of the 12 hours or whatever. Next morning they get up and they're like, we want to go to the mall. I'm like,
that's not part of the sleepover.
I know. Oh, I'm aware. I'm like, this is additional. This is a plus. And I'm like, that was not in the cards originally, but apparently Lisa's like, oh, we talked about it though. I'm like, I wasn't in that email chain again.
Have the forms been filled out? Yeah,
So I'm like, okay. So we.
I'm on government time here.
So it was a day of errands too. We had to do right. So
yeah.
I'm like, well, we'll go to the mall and then we'll knock out all this other shit we got to do. What are we doing at the mall? Oh, they got 2 or 3 stores they want to go to. Fine.
I just hard rolled my eyes.
Yeah, roll hard.
2 or 3 stores.
Right. So we go.
Teenage
so we go.
Girls at the mall.
When we walk in, like we're shadowing these kids pretty hard because they're only 12, right? So like I know you could drop your kids off at the mall at 12 years old, but like at the same time we want them to be focused because we got shit to do.
Yeah.
And that's the real reason we were there is just to make sure. We're not.
They got it done.
Right. We're not dropping them off for 4 hours. We're dropping them off.
So where are they getting this mall money from?
So she's got a card that had money on it. The kids, I don't zero fucks. The other kids, where they get their money, I don't know. What they're doing to get the money. I don't fucking care. But anyways, they're going to the most expensive stores in the place. But as we're sitting there, me and Lisa are sitting on the bench outside the store waiting on them to come out. I'm like, I'm getting more mad by the second because I'm realizing as I'm looking around, I'm surrounded by fucking clones. Everywhere I look, it's a fucking clone. White girl, basic clones.
They are all programmed with Order 66.
Crew sweatshirts with a graphic on the front.
Okay.
Fucking black tights, like yoga pants or like tights or whatever. Fucking white socks, fucking Nike swoosh, Birkenstock, open toe, whatever the fuck, or clogs, some sort of slipper. Right,
just so they all look Dutch.
And the fucking fanny pack across the chest.
Oh God,
So
that when I grew up, it was slightly different. It was Uggs, and then like gray sweatpants.
Yeah,
and then you got to think what else. What was the popular top? I don't remember the top, but there were these cinch bags. You know which ones I'm talking about? Yeah. They're like, it's a perfect square.
But you would wear it as a backpack?
Yeah, and then you cinch the top, and like that was popular. That was super popular at the time.
So I guess my question is this.
Yeah.
And Lisa had the same question. Like, we're sitting there watching easily 40 kids. Easily.
Okay.
40 clones walking by at any given moment. If you took them and fucking lined them up all together in one fucking row.
Yes.
Exactly the same across the board. There is no distinction between any of them.
Can you tell me where I can just start selling open-toed Crocs at?
I sat there and I said the same fucking thing to her. I said, listen,
I'm trying to make some money.
We're in the wrong business. We need a shop that sells fucking crew sweaters, fucking yoga pants, a fucking fanny pack that goes over your
white
chest,
tube Nike socks,
white socks, and fucking some sort of slipper that's not appropriate for wearing outside.
Yeah,
and we would be fucking hand over fist making money. She's like, you're like 2 years late on this idea. I'm like, well,
better
clearly
late than never.
But clearly we're not because there's new kids that are coming in.
So that's the thing is you got to catch the trends like early, right? You got to watch the Instagram accounts and see whatever
dumb shit they're doing now.
Who are the popular?
The worst part about all this, though, all those kids that I saw, the clones, they're all like 12 to 15 years old, and then every once in a while there would be a fucking 30-something-year-old woman
doing the same
thing. And I'm like, you're trying too hard to look young. But also, Lisa's like, do you think that person realizes that they're taking part of this, like, I wouldn't call it fashion. I would call it, like...
Fad?
Yeah. like they're taking part of this, or is it like a unconscious like, oh, I like these pants, I like this sweater.
I think it's like somewhat like that, and then if you go to the store and that's what's available primarily, like 90%,
that's what you get.
You're like,
But-
oh yeah, I have seen that. That looks okay. I'll buy it.
So here's the fucked up part, right? So the store we're sitting out of, the 2-3 stores that we went to,
Yeah.
they're not selling fucking crew sweaters and the fanny pack thing.
Yeah.
They're selling like normal clothes in there. Like I could see in I didn't go in there because I get nauseated in those places. It smells like weird stripper or something. But like I walked into, it was a fucking American Eagle, right? I walked in and I instantly I stood in the doorway and I could not physically move past the threshold of the doorway. I stepped in and I looked around. I'm like, fuck no. And I turned around and I fucking left. And Lisa's like, she came out, she's like looking for a shirt or something. Like, you're not going to find anything that you want in here. This is garbage, you know?
Yeah.
And so
the worst part is that not only is it garbage, but they're like under $5 to make, and they're
Yeah.
selling this shit
Selling,
for like
you know,
fucking $50
Yeah.
or something along
Yeah.
those lines. And it's, oh God, it's so fucking annoying.
Right.
I hate shopping at the mall, but it's the only place that I have like a weird pant size because I'm like tall and skinny.
they're mostly skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're paint on pants. So yeah, you can just
Yeah.
tell everybody that you get your pants painted on in the morning.
Every morning, Chris wakes me up.
And he spray paints.
And he spray paints my
denim.
pants on.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's actually a very good face painter. Except
Yeah,
for
we have a little stencil that you can get the denim.
the denim look.
So he sprays the lighter stuff on first, and you do
Gotcha.
like a layer of the
Yeah.
darker.
You got
over
to
the top,
figure it
yeah.
out though. You got the
Yeah,
So there's nothing in the mall that I want. We went to Shields. You know, it's
my ass would be way too hairy to paint.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
It was
Continuing on.
like dreadlock.
Yeah. I got a. Well, fuck. What did Brent wear the other day?
I don't know.
He
I try not to look.
Do you remember? He wore that.
I don't know, dude.
It wasn't fleece. It was like fuck. What did he call it? It was like the
Corduroy?
fluffy. It
Was
was
it
it was a
corduroy?
half. It was a vest, but it was fluffy.
Oh, I don't know. Like down?
No, it was fluffy on the outside. Down was fluffy on the inside.
Oh, I'm fluffy on the inside.
It looked like
Mostly in the
it looked
midsection.
like it's a nice fluffy.
You like it?
Tim you got
I'm
on,
coming into
yeah.
style.
Yeah, Brent was just wearing one. No, it looks like an alpaca.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
It look like a fucking llama. It looks like a
yeah,
llama.
it looks like llama skin,
wool?
and he's wearing it, and it's a zip-up vest.
We've talked about llamas before.
That's what my ass looks like.
Jesus, like short and curly, like really thick and
It's thick, yeah.
You can't even run your fingers through.
Correct. Yes.
It. God damn, you need like a fro pick to like.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, to organize.
So
it.
you get shitlocks real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
rough.
I have had that happen.
You've had shitlocks.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Think there's other terms for them? Dingleberries?
Yeah, I call them shitlocks, and then the quickly after shitlocks becomes monkey butt.
Monkey butt?
Monkey butt, where
The
your
fuck
ass
is that? Where your
where
ass
your ass
is
turns
red?
red. Yes.
Oh my god.
from getting like basically not infected but like irritated by shit in your ass cheek between your ass cheeks.
I always want, if we put pants on other animals, do you think that their asses would be as chapped as human asses?
No, because like most animals don't have like butt cheeks. You know what I mean?
Well, so maybe their asses would be more raw.
They're
because-
they're designed to like spray shit out, or like it just falls out. Like they don't wipe because there's no.
So who put the hole between the cheeks?
I think Jesus, or whoever invented beeholes. I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, it's a little inconvenient.
Well, you need to take it up with the designer on that one because
That's,
you can always get a colostomy bag and
that was
fucking
a-
if you're so
Oh my
irritated
God.
by this.
That was an Apple
You could,
design.
yeah, you could the eye colostomy.
It's popular, but it's
as long
not
as it has a
very-
white tube.
Yeah, but it's not very convenient.
A white tube with
It's
an Apple
rel-
logo on it.
It
you're all
works
about
with
it.
the ecosystem, you know.
Just
They make
fill-
the toilet paper.
Nothing's
which
different than that and an iPhone. You're just filling it up with shit anyways, right?
I feel like. All right.
Anyways,
Let's
hey,
get a. I'm
you
gonna.
want to shift gears into something different?
Into what?
So
Let's talk about cars.
no,
I thought we were shifting gears.
no, we're not talking about cars. So
Okay.
I stumbled across and like this is not like in a like I stumbled across this in the most organic way possible, and I'm trying to think of how I can tell this story without coming
Press
off like a
X to
like
doubt.
a like a pre, like like a prevert.
Doubt?
So I heard about
A
these
prevert?
yeah, prevert.
Is that like a
It's a
church
pervert,
person?
but it's before that.
Oh.
It's before you're a pervert.
Okay. Where's this
um,
going, Tim?
So women sell their underwear online.
Oh, I know.
You see, you knew about this too, right?
Yeah, I had an ex who some dude hit her up and asked if he could buy socks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like some person that she went to school with.
So people like these some of these women and probably some dudes in that for that matter are making money off hand over fist selling their fucking raunchy drawers. I'm like, too bad there's not a market for blown out elastic waist middle-aged man underwear, like
waistband overstretched.
Well,
that's 'cause-
waistband stretched
yeah, it's
out, and there's
'cause
like fucking shit stains in it and stuff like that. Like,
they're the forgotten demographic.
there's
you could be
definitely, if you're interested, if anybody's listening, other than Lisa has to deal with my dirty drawers anyways,
Yeah.
but like anybody else that wants to
we're
buy
selling.
my dirty drawers,
Yeah, I'll sell. Fuck it.
I've got like 5 ready to go.
I got a
5
pair of Reebok boxer briefs. I think I've had them for 15 years.
Yeah, so that's
since high school.
That's the funny thing about dudes, right? Like,
Yeah.
we'll wear the hell out of our underwear until they're like basically just an elastic band. and
Yeah,
that's-
the elastic band is like not really stretchy anymore.
No, it's done. It's
Yeah, but they still cup, so they're like they still
It's like-
cup you just right, which
it's
is the only
like-
reason why I wear them.
like the elastic band is like the first thing to go, like as far as like the durability of the underwear.
Okay.
And then and like the elastic band that I have that's blown out like real bad is
Yeah.
I think it was the original elastic band. I think that it was the one that was
the
the very, first.
first.
Yeah, it's the OG.
Okay, Tim. Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, I've been writing scripts all week for
Yeah.
a commercial we're producing
Yeah.
here at work. You have 30 seconds
To sell my underwear.
to sell your underwear. I'm gonna put music behind it.
Oh my god.
So you have to give us like all the
All
bonuses.
the benefits and all the
Yeah, walk us through like the sales pitch.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so I'm selling my underwear and it's not worth it. You shouldn't send any money to me. They might be clean. The elastic's blown out. They don't have any type of integrity in the crotch area anymore. They're mostly just kind of tubes.
Cause he's so hung.
Not that at all. There might be like some friction holes in the thigh area where the thunder thighs have like rubbed together in mall walking experiences.
Run out of time, Tim. Hurry up.
And I mentioned they might be clean. Order now while supplies last.
That was a hell of a sales pitch.
Do you like it? I said
Yeah.
too much. I'll work on that next time though. That's
Should
what
I,
happens
should
when
I
I'm
give one a
free.
go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Do you like underwear worn by a middle-aged man?
No, not really. I got my own things.
Then you'll love Sam's underwear.
No, I won't.
These underwear have been worn so long that you know they're reliable.
No, they're not. This is the worst
Yeah,
commercial
do
ever.
you have a sensitivity to smell?
Are you nose blind?
Well, good news. COVID can cure that, and now you won't
Yeah.
notice anything
Oh
about
my
those
God.
pants.
Or
Those
taste.
these underwear, yeah. Stained yellow in the front?
Oh my god.
That's not urine.
That's your-
That's sweat. Order now and get a second pair of Sam's underwear for free. Call 920
They're gonna. It'll be
111-5125.
packaging. Is an old coffee can that was found in a dumpster.
Yeah. We'll slap a label on. We'll ship it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't call that phone number,
No.
or if you do, ask them.
Yeah,
for
ask them for Sam's
underwear.
underwear. They'll be confused as
I'm gonna
fuck.
put music behind that. Those are gonna sell out like crazy.
We're gonna sell.
Holy fuck, dude! My phone is ringing. Hello?
Yeah, it's upside down.
that was an
Your
order.
phone's upside down, by the way.
You
Do
know
all the iPhone people
you know
do
who,
that?
You know who, Tim? You know who can't see that?
The other people.
Yeah, the people who are
Yeah.
listening. To
I'm just
this.
informing them that you held your phone.
You
up to
could
your
have
head,
lied the whole time.
and it's your phone. It's not like a weird stranger phone. It's your phone, and you put it to your head upside down.
What actually just buzzed?
Did it?
Oh, it was Alex.
Okay.
Okay. Here's a quick question for you. Oldest piece of clothing you have? Is it a piece of underwear?
It's a toss-up between underwear and socks, probably.
Damn.
Probably.
The socks will irritate me if they're too old. 'Cause
Yeah.
they stop sticking to your. They stop like holding
The
your feet.
whole slide down on the foot while you're like I couldn't tell if it was my shoe. It was only on my right foot that it would happen, but I couldn't tell if it was my shoe or my sock. And I was in like a supermarket, getting food, like grocery shopping.
Yep.
And I didn't make it through the parking lot from the car to the front door, and I'm already like, fuck.
You're just
This is gonna
pissed,
fucking
yeah.
suck because the sock was already down to the middle of my foot, like
yeah,
underneath.
You're just getting angry.
And now, as I took and I'm trying to walk funny. I'm like walking funny into the store, but he's like, wow, this guy's like, got a problem because of the way I was walking. Because like,
yeah, his underwear must be.
I'm like basically
out,
dragging my right foot to keep my foot from lifting and from letting the sock slide. I was like, not gonna lose this battle, and it fucking happened. I lost the battle hard, and I was like, all right, fine. I'm like in the produce area. I'm leaning against the apple display, and here I am digging in my shoe.
Yep.
Trying to pull my
up the
sock up, and everybody's walking by, like looking like I don't want those apples no more. I'm just like standing there.
Fucking weird ass guy.
It happened every 20 steps. Here I am adjusting this fucking sock. So eventually, what I did was I took the shoe off. I took the sock off. I walked around with one sock on, one sock off, through the whole thing.
With the
sock in my
yeah.
back pocket. And
see, that's what I just want to avoid.
Well, then I forgot about the sock, right? And so then we're doing laundry or whatever, and the sock never came out of the back pocket of my jeans. And so we do the laundry, and I put on my jeans to go to work or whatever.
Is there a wet sock?
No, it dried and everything, but
Okay.
like I got to work, and I'm like, I felt like something was in my back pocket. I'm like, what the fuck? And I
There's
pull
a sock.
There's a fucking sock. I'm like, okay, in case of emergency. But I was like, wait a second. I looked at it. I'm like, this is the shit sock, and the other shit sock is in my
Yeah.
drawer at home. So this shit sock is going in the fucking
mixed in,
trash.
yeah.
It's now I'll know like when
You
I
can
get home
actually. I don't know if you knew this, but you can improve the tensile strength of your sock.
how?
Well, it'll be a little more rigid.
Oh, gotcha. How many applications does it take for it to get to this rigidity that would keep on my foot? Because I don't think there's anything that would save that sock. Not
No,
even jizz.
Not even jizz.
It was beyond repair.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like your sock,
That
like
is a beyond jizz sock.
yeah. And Lisa's had the same issue before. Like she's walking around and you can almost spot people that are walking
Well,
with
it's
their
because
dragging their foot weird.
is arched.
They're
Yeah.
dragging their foot weird in the store, and you're like, socks coming off that person.
Every time they lift
everybody
their
knows.
shoe, it's like doing a little wobble, like to try and get it to push it back in place,
Yeah.
and it's just not going.
That's why I'm kind of like, okay, I always wear like the ankle sock or something like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe I need to go back to the old school tube sock. But then I'm like, all that does is once the sock gives
you
up
see
on
where
the
we've just gone full circle here.
I know. But once you get to once the sock on the bottom part gives up on like hanging on and sticking to your foot, now instead of just being off your foot because of an ankle sock, right? The amount of material that has to slide down. If you have a tube sock, it's got fucking years to slide down. It's
slide
got
down.
all that
Well,
now
you
you're
would
walking
think
with a
so,
lump.
but it stretches out all at the same time. And now you just look like a fucking idiot wearing Birkenstocks and tube socks.
Your white girl fit is falling
Yeah.
apart. Imagine if your sock was falling
You-
off while you're wearing
like-
Birkenstocks.
Tim, you came into the office today
You could-
wearing the yoga pants. I was a little,
Yeah.
like, what the
little
fuck?
sus. Yeah.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
that you're talking about tube socks, and
Here's the thing.
I understand. yeah.
Imagine seeing somebody with the Birkenstocks on, right, or the
Yeah.
clogs, and their sock is falling off, and it's like you could fucking see it.
Yeah,
There's no hiding it. There's no hiding it under pants and shoes. Like you're like,
yeah,
your shit's off,
yeah.
and
In
and they're
fact,
walking around like they don't fucking care. There's not a care in the world.
You displayed it off to begin with. What was with the pants sagging thing? Like,
I used to sag my
you
pants,
used to sag your pants. How hard?
like hard,
Hard?
like ass out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the old. But that was like the old.
So
like,
what was the thought
90,
behind it?
90 It was a 90s hip hop thing, dude. Like all the hip hop guys that I listened to when I was a kid, and when I say kid, I mean teenager, like Wu-Tang and Tribe Called Quest and all those guys.
So, but like, where did it come from?
Oh,
Is it
so sagging came from the prison system.
okay?
The original saggers were the prisons. And not even
That's
shitting
hard.
you. And if
Okay.
you showed your ass in prison, that means you like to get fucked in the ass.
So then that was popular on the outside, where people who also like to get fucked in
So
the
people
ass.
came out of prison
and they're like,
got fucked in the ass a bunch, and it was probably PTSD. And then everybody's like, "Wow, that's pretty cool. You got your ass hanging
Yeah,
out.
but he
Let's
writes good music,
Let's
yeah.
do that. Let's do that." And that's kind of like and I was a white boy in San Diego. It didn't really like I think we had a couple different ethnicities, but for the most part we're all white kids acting like a bunch of fucking
Hoodlums,
dudes.
yeah.
A bunch of kids from New York, which none of us had even been to New York. So, but yeah, it was a hip hop thing that originated from prison. So
Okay.
the more you know.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I guess.
Do you know there are currently people who live in San Francisco who Tim just gave me the surprised
really?
eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
I think it's
But
like a lot of people.
So they don't lock their cars and they leave their doors and shit open.
Yeah, I believe it.
Just because your windows are just going to get smashed.
Yeah, just let them come in and take what they want and fucking move on.
Yeah, so you just open up your vehicle, it's empty, they go in it, they go, oh, there's
I don't know if you
nothing in
remember
here.
riding in my car. My car is empty as well. Like I don't have anything in my car that's other than like a micro fleece rag.
You know what I think the alternative to that method is? Fill your car up with just McDonald's boxes.
We've done this. We've done this conversation before. Sam. Mostly talking about your truck
and
like,
milk containers.
This
with
is your
wrappers in
This
them.
is your rationale behind having a dirty truck. I
Yeah,
get it.
who is gonna break in and sort through a dirty truck? Like the answer is nobody. Like I ain't got time for this. Like if there's a single bag sitting on the back seat,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, like I'm in that shit. You know, even if there is a bomb.
Whatever
in it.
you have to tell yourself at night to sleep better because you have a dirty truck, that's on you.
I'm just if I ever go to San Francisco,
Then you feel like.
There's literally like
What are the odds of you going to San Francisco?
pretty low.
I used to live there, you know.
San Fran
Mm-hmm.
with the big hills
Yep.
and the car doors open.
I don't know anything about that. I did almost get mugged by some bums once.
Wait, I think you told me about
Yeah,
you
I was
outrunning
skating.
them.
Yeah, I was skating down a hill and I hit the railroad tracks and ate shit, and the bums tried to get me.
We'll share.
We don't need to talk
another
about
day.
that. That's
Yeah.
literally the whole story. I just told it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So see how I
Okay.
snuck that in, and we don't have to talk about it next time.
Yeah.
I can give
Sounds
you short,
good. Next
short
time-
ver- yeah,
next
short
time we'll
versions.
talk- yeah.
I can give you short versions for everything.
That sounds good.
I woke up, I came here, we're doing this. I go home, go sleep.
Holy shit, that was your whole day.
This whole day done
What the fuck? Yeah.
in like less than 10 seconds.
Yeah. I was born. I lived. I died.
Yeah.
That was
There
even
you go.
faster. Beat that one.
I blink.
For what?
Just blink. I in that blink, everything happened.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You think there are like animals on other worlds that blink so slowly
No.
that? All right. That was the podcast, everybody. Excellent. Thank you, Tim. No.
Whatever you have to say, I fucking know.
Yeah. It wasn't that important. It was just some bullshit.
Do you think if I got really? If you think if I
Hold
put
on,
my
this is
dick if I put my dick on a jellyfish, do you think that would
No, I
hurt
don't get
or
stung,
that
that's all.
I feel pretty
Thanks for
good?
listening. Yep.
If I stingray my ass up the hole, would that feel pretty good, Sam? I don't know. If I get gored by a fucking bull in my beehole, would that feel pretty good? I don't know. Maybe on another world.